The shadow of a story emerges amid alarms and fear in Jacksonville. A 16-year-old girl vanishes, a 911 call echoes, opening a relentless investigation filled with suspicion and pain.
Jacksonville 911, what's the location of your emergency?
Did I come home from high school today? She goes to Turner Park High School. Her phone is going straight to voicemail. Okay. You have no idea what she is.
We literally had their kids, her kids, for summers. Summer at a time, and then weekends, all of them. And it's just like if we knew where she was at, we would have been the first ones to grab her.
So you guys, when was the last time you all saw her then?
Last time they stayed the night over here, which was before, it was in November. Last week in November.
Messages disappear, Snapchat wiped clean, and the computer reveals a passage that makes investigators question, could the lack of family supervision be the loophole exploited to hide dangerous behavior? Investigators must uncover the truth to answer the family's doubts.
Jonathan, I met you at your house before we talked to text about it.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you've met
No, I have not.
Detective Milwaukee.
Likewise.
There's been a lot happened. We need to talk about, okay?
Yeah.
I want to listen to everything you got to say, but naturally I'm going to have questions. Can't really ask those questions unless I go through your rights. And this is a way to protect you, okay?
Yes, sir.
So I want to hear everything you got to say, but I'm going to read you your rights first, okay?
Okay.
Now, Keyless finds himself in the interrogation room as the detective begins to uncover a trail that leads straight to him. But what exactly could have happened on that fateful day? As the investigation intensifies, the shocking truth is about to come to light.
One of the things that we're investigating, is with your niece, yes. Samaya.
Oh, Samaya.
Yes.
Okay.
Notice how Jonathan exhibits the classic traits of a predator. A textbook predator often targets children who lack a strong adult presence in their lives.
So you're doing all these things with the girls.
No, with all of them.
Right, with the
kids. All of the kids,
But then they're accusing you of messing with the girls?
Correct. Yeah, and this is, they came out with that, they started like real heavy with it when Yana went with, that boy across the street and doing all that. That's when it started like really thick. And then
give me an example of things they think were inappropriate.
Well, I would just say what they were saying, and again, this is not something that they came directly to talk to me about, because had they did, I would have whipped out my phone and say, hey, look, no, this is what we talk about every day. And the majority of it. So you talk to them
on the phone?
Yeah, I talk to them.
You talk to them, what do you... So what, did you use Facebook?
No. Yana Snapchat. Yana showed me about Snapchat. Okay. I didn't know nothing about Snapchat. I didn't even know
what the hell. I know. That's their language.
So, that's what she showed me how to do. And then something about score streaks. So you send pictures in the morning and then...
Amid the noise of daily life, a man appears as a caretaker. Yet a 4-page letter in computer history reveals suspicious ties, turning sympathy into doubt as evidence surfaces. The revelations shock, leaving many questions unanswered.
And then in the afternoon or whatever, as much pictures as you can send, like selfies or whatever, or even the sky, whatever. Right. You get like a shirt and score streaks or whatever. Mm-hmm. I still don't understand that too well. But that's what we normally communicated through. Right. And the reason why is because, it kind of sounds like incriminating now, but it's because the messages delete. And there's a lot of things that they come tell me about their moms and that, about just their everyday struggles being in home, because they never wanted to be home. And that was just something that they didn't want their mom, because it's happened before. And I'm pretty sure that's how it happened with the guy across the street, that she then went through her text messages and saw all this here stuff that they were talking about. And also prior to that, she had, was talking to one of her friends about their living situation, and her mom just went smack the hell off on her,
Which one? Who did she go off on?
Ayana was
Ayana.
Ayana, yes. Ayana was in her mom at one point in time had a real tight relationship.
Right.
And then where that changed, I cannot put my finger on it, but it changed. And she got this sense that, mom doesn't care about us. And that's both the girls that used to, do that. Is mainly she doesn't care about us. All she cares about, Mr. Darius and
is that her boyfriend?
That's her boyfriend. Yeah. Mr. Darius and whatever they say about or whatnot. Yeah.
So the ants are accusing you of this kind of stuff, and you're telling me that Ayana and
Samaya, correct.
Both said no.
Correct. That's right. They said nope. That never happened. That he's never been inappropriate with me or anything like that.
Okay. And then so let me tell you how I got involved with this case, because if that were the case, I wouldn't be involved.
Absolutely.
Right? Because that sounds like a non-starter. Right?
Correct.
So I get involved with the case when they're doing a missing persons report, right? For Ayana, is it? Ayana?
When sisters deny involvement, family conflict becomes clear. Tension, jealousy, and academic pressure create emotional gaps where children's words are doubted, deepening divisions. The truth remains hidden beneath layers of silence.
And so while doing that, they were looking on her computer.
Correct.
And so they're finding stuff on the computer that she's authoring that's implying a sexual relationship with you. Almost like a love affair.
Well, I also read the same thing because Margie took a picture of it and sent it to my wife, and this was the first time I did.
Okay.
And this was the first time that we were introduced to the police. They came to the house. This is after she ran away.
Okay.
And they came to the house searching for her and through our house.
Right.
So yes, I also read it, and it was a character
what do you make
named
of that?
Jose. This blew my mind all the way around because it's a lot of stuff in that thing we actually did talk about, about her sister having relations with her boyfriend and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that is there that makes sense, and then there's other stuff that is like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense at all. This is not something that we've ever talked about. Right.
But some of it almost is pertaining to your house or your home, and so because there was like 4 pages.
I only saw the
right.
I think 2 or whatever.
But in Reflect, right? So, but Samaya is also mentioned in there as well.
Correct.
So that's how I met with Samaya. So, what do you think Samaya would tell me if I asked her about those 4 pages?
Well, for what I was made aware of, Samaya was agreeing that the Jose character was me.
Correct.
And she's mentioned that was me, and like I explained to my wife, and I also got a text message from, I'm thinking it was Samaya, but my niece doesn't talk like that, through the text message. Like I mentioned to the person that whoever was text messaging me, I said, Maya, what the hell, pretty much what's going on? Because at first, I have a daughter named Maya. At first, she and the message started like, are you mad at me? This is something Adobe phone. I don't know. I don't know what the hell that meant. It's like an Adobe phone. I still got a text message in my phone. And it mentioned, she says, I don't have, are you mad at me? And then I says, hey baby, how you doing? This, how's your summer vacation? Your Christmas vacation and stuff like that. Why would I be mad at you? And then she put, because I told, and I'm like, hold on. Who is this? Is this my daughter?
DNA traces and evidence found at the scene indirectly place the man under suspicion. Investigators must balance empathy for the family with the pursuit of justice. Every clue must be weighed with precision.
Oh, this is my niece,
Right?
And she mentioned this is my niece. This is your niece Maya, and I said, hold on, baby, I can't talk to you. You got these people thinking that I'm some monster. I'm a monster over here. I hope I told them, because this is what I also told the police. I told the police that that they most likely forced her to say whatever they wanting her to say, because
who's forcing her?
Her mom. I have my nephew and her used to date. Her youngest brother Kyrie supposedly caught them on the rocks having
Her youngest brother. Okay,
yeah.
so Samaya's youngest brother.
Correct.
Okay,
caught Samaya and Kenneth on the rocks is literally right across the street. You see, it's just wide open, having sex.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay, and
now,
what was this?
This was I want to say. You can't quote me on it. I'll say maybe a few months ago. It wasn't.
Okay.
It's just fairly
2018.
18. Fairly fresh. And
later part of the year.
Correct.
Okay.
So, everything boiled over. I called Kenneth. I says, "Hey, Kenneth, my sister-in-law is like screaming at my wife right now about you two having any relations on the rocks."
Right.
And he says, "No, that never happened. What are you talking about?" Then I hear my wife. I told my wife. I says, "He's denying it, and my wife was like, "Samaya just admitted to it." Now, comes to find out, I just spoke to my grandmother today, or if not yesterday. She told me the story, and also my aunt also said the same thing too. And that's just kind of scary. She said Samaya came one day to school, and because he doesn't go to the same school, but he transfers buses there at the same school.
Sometimes they meet at a bus place and go to another school.
She met up with him. Her face was super swollen, like as she got beat up, and she gave him a letter. And the letter pretty much was, "I'm sorry, my mom forced me to, admit that I had sex with you. I know it never happened." And yeah,
she said it didn't happen.
It never happened. And this is it was okay, mind blowing,
Right.
And also there was another time that Samaya told me this about
Jacksonville nights, cold streets, and dim lights set the stage for tragedy. The story reveals the dangers of technology, parental neglect, and the heartbreaking cost of abandoned children. A wake-up call for the entire community.
Her cousin, which was Elijah. Elijah. Supposedly he was molesting her since about 5 to 7 years old until about 2000 and beginning of 2018.
So I know about Elijah, because that case was handled with us.
Correct. All I mentioned to my wife once the Kenneth thing happened, she says, "This doesn't make any sense." And I truly think that she made that story up with Elijah as well, because this is how it's been happening. Ayana gets in trouble for something, and Maya comes up with something. Something happens with Maya. Ayana gets in trouble with something. Maya comes something. She needs attention in some form, and I hate to say that, I really do.
Right.
But so far, that's kind of how things has been playing out. And like I said, I don't want to put no shade or anything on this situation. This is a very serious situation. I understand that, but that has been the track record thus far. So now, Yana is missing. She ran away or whatnot. Now here I am sitting in the hot seat because Maya is mentioning me as that I was, I'm Mr. Jose.
Okay.
So.
Do you know who she ran away with?
I don't. Now, my wife asked me, when was the last time we had conversations with Ayana? And I think she gave you a date. And this is I guess, yeah. So, that's the only time I've known her to leave. And this is because we heard it through.
Apologies and pleas of innocence cannot erase suspicion. Who exploited the vulnerability of a teenage girl? Investigators dig into motives, timing, and hidden gaps. The answers remain just out of reach.
The sisters, that she didn't show up after school or whatnot. And that's what it's been. I've been expecting Ayana to call me, text me, anything, Snapchat me, smoke signal.
How often do you usually speak with the girls?
The girls I speak with Maya and Ayana just almost about every day. We speak. Yeah, just about every day. We spoke.
What's your Snapchat name?
My name. Yeah, we speak just about all the time. And
Jonathan
Jonathan J. Quillers, I think it is. And we speak all the time. Now, like I mentioned before, they weren't happy. We even was setting up for them to live with us. Mm-hmm. They were actually entertaining the dining room. We were going to close it off, put a TV in, try to get mom to be okay with it. And her only objectives was, I'm claiming taxes on them. Type of deal. Mm-hmm. So it's been a pattern that just keeps on going with Kim. I'm not saying that she's a bad mother. She's very young. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that these girls need attention, and the attention wasn't there. So we were just trying to pull them into our life, to kind of keep them with us and have them,
You know why Samaya would tell me that you had sex with her?
I have no idea. No.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Because she's saying that you had sex with her and that she did not want to have sex with you.
That is absolutely absurd. No. Okay. I've never, ever got it out of line with the girls, never got inappropriate with the girls. If anything, I've always been trying to educate them on these stupid boys that's out here that's all about, because Maya really, her self-esteem is this big. Right. And if you know anything about younger girls and self-esteem, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Every time I tell her how pretty, how beautiful she is, I let her know that, listen, you keep your head strong. And the same thing when she came out about Elijah situation, because she told me, you know what I'm saying? It's, the guy that's supposedly having inappropriate, contact with her, she was the one that confided to me, you know what I'm saying? And I coached her to expressing this to mom, telling them about it and stuff like that. And, I only have ever just been, you need to keep your head up. You're straight A student. You're gorgeous. You don't need to settle for, nonsense. Mm-hmm. And that's all it's been. I've never, ever, ever got out of line with this girl. Ever.
How would you explain that?
I would say that is not, that there's no way in shape in any form. Okay. Yeah, there's no way.
Jonathan.
Okay.
There's no doubt that you're a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
You're a stand-up guy. You take care of your family. You take care of your family's family. I have no doubt about that. Okay. I have no doubt you try to be a father figure. I have no doubt you try to be a positive influence on those girls. No doubt in my mind.
A teenage witness describes 2 dark cars circling the victim's home. What seemed trivial becomes key to reconstructing the chain of events in the search for truth. Every small detail can flip the entire case.
Okay, no doubt at all. It's obvious that you love those girls like they're your own. I can see your face light up, nice and bright when you talk about them, because you love them like they're your own.
Correct.
And I don't doubt that for a second. Okay. But I also know there's a reason why your DNA came back to Samaya's kit. Okay. The kit, they sent the clothes, her kit, and everything off. Or Ayana, I'm sorry.
Yana.
I'm sorry. I get the two mixed up all the time.
Yeah, he's talking about Yana. So with the case across the street, there was a kit done.
Correct.
And she was wearing specific clothes to include underwear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she told me that was one of her biggest pet peeves, that they took her underwear from her.
Okay. So that's what he's talking
That's what I was referring to.
That wasn't my DNA. That I didn't.
100%.
No way.
It's DNA. Yeah.
I'm not saying you're a monster. I don't think you're a monster at all. Okay? I think maybe they came on to you and things went a little too far. It happens all the time. Okay, did you know the age of consent in Florida is 16?
Yeah.
Were you aware of that?
No. Not at all.
It's 16. But what happened. It's done. It's over with. The main focus right now is trying to locate Ayanna.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where Ayanna is at. I have no idea where to find her. She never told me anything about running away, and I can't. I don't know. I can't give you any information I don't have about her. Period. You know.
Did you know that truck number 7 picked up the rollaway garbage on December 20th from the landfill?
I don't know what truck number. What are you talking about as far as
the large container that takes about a week to fill up?
Oh, and
At your work.
At your work?
Oh, I don't know what trucks pick up. I hear what you're saying.
So
That's no
I'm just
way.
saying, no, there's 100%.
It's
No. Because either I'm lying
Yeah.
or it's 100%, and I'm telling you it's 100%.
Yeah.
That is something that I would never do in my business, in what I do. And let me tell you why. I have a policy on that. Because when I do what I do, because I'm special assault, that's what I do, right? Mm-hmm. If I go in a room and I say, yeah, I found your DNA, and they know their DNA couldn't be there,
yeah.
See, I'm fishing in the dark. I'm swatting at flies. And there's no sense in doing that because it backfires every time. And when I train other detectives, I tell them, don't you go in there and bullshit about DNA, because it either is or isn't. And if you don't know, then shut your mouth. That's where I'm at. I'm not shutting my mouth. The DNA's there. Now, I don't know how it got there in her underwear, so I'm not going there, but I'm just telling you. There'd be no other reason for her DNA to be there. Right? But that's neither here nor there as to what we're talking about. Because whatever's in her underwear isn't going to bring closure to her family, now is it? So I'm willing to shelf that for now. We'll shelf that one. But understand, say what you want about Kim. She's devastated.
The community is shaken, the victim's mother devastated, and every fragment of evidence could shift the case. Justice demands persistence, courage, and no detail overlooked. No one has the right to forget or stay silent.
She birthed. The child she birthed from her womb is missing, and her soul is dying, and her children cry, and I can't tell you how much we've put up with the crying. It's overwhelming them. They deserve better. They deserve better. Naomi deserves better. Your family deserves better. You were raised to be a quality person.
And that I am.
And they deserve to know the truth.
Yeah. I'm laying it all out for you. I'm laying it all out for you guys. I mean, you say you got DNA on me. I mean, I'm not trying to insult you.
Listen, that has nothing
or anything
to do.
like that.
That has nothing
You're
to do
implying about a dumpster or whatnot at the job as if I had something to do with Ayanna's disappearance, and this is what you guys are pushing towards me. You know, but you're not saying it. I mean, you're kind of beating around the bush with it. Just tell me what you guys are implying. You're implying that I had something to do with Ayanna's disappearance, and then and possibly being a dumpster. Is that where this is going right now?
We believe you're responsible for her disappearance. Yes.
Okay.
And listen, there's a lot of things that can overwhelm people. You get backed in a corner. You get overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. You're hitting me at every angle. Your wife's on bed rest. Is she on bed rest?
Correct.
That is a very, very tense time.
It's not the first time.
Yeah, but it's a tense time.
Yeah.
Right? It's not a relaxing day at the house every day because it's stressful for her every day. You know, because you want to do stuff and you can't.
My wife and I we have no issues whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
My wife and I have no problems. I mean, in the first year of our marriage has been hectic,
Mm-hmm.
but other than that, we've been two peas in a pie. So there's you can't bring my wife into any of this thing. That maybe this is the reason why I can possibly be the reason why Ayana is disappearing, as you just say.
Mm-hmm.
Truthfully.
How many months is your wife pregnant?
My wife is about to give birth.
Right.
Yeah.
And how far along was Diana?
I don't know. The last
5 going on 6
the last we checked, 5 months or something like that.
That's stressful.
Yeah. I mean, how, for whom though?
It's stressful. That would be stressful.
Yeah.
For both of them at the same time.
I wouldn't know anything about Ayana being stressed about any baby because when she finally let anybody know about her being pregnant, she was over 5 months already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know. That was just as shocked as her mother.
And you read the diary?
I'm sorry?
You read the diary.
I just read only the the pages that was given to my wife.
How would you surmise that diary?
As a girl that had a vivid imagination.
Who was in love.
Yeah, and you know what? Yana's track record with boys is not.
Yeah.
It's pretty intensive with her falling in love with people.
And the thing about the diary, it was written over from 2017 through 2018, and the same love was the same love the whole time, and it wasn't the kid across the street.
Yeah.
Mm.
The last I checked was,
She's pretty. You're handsome. Let's just not even beat around the bush. And she's very clear. She's very clear. It's the same guy. And this is a diary that she goes back to over periods of time.
The case forces us to confront questions of social responsibility and child protection. Part 2 will explore unresolved mysteries, new clues, and unverified testimonies, a continuation that may unlock the truth.
Still talking about the same guy. So for a fantasy, it's a fantasy she's been repeating for over a year. And guess who's the topic of her fantasy?
Jose,
you.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
100%.
No.
Because I also talked to Samaya.
Yeah.
Who's Jose? So Jose is my uncle.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not. I won't be surprised if they forced her to say that.
No, she didn't force when I was talking to her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, I made everybody leave. Like, we had a conversation.
Yeah. That doesn't.
She doesn't. Samaya is a quiet person. But
this is crazy, dude. I'm like,
is not.
This is like, wow.
She is not as quiet as she is. She's a very dominant person, which is unusual. She has like a quiet power. Mm-hmm. And I don't think you can get somebody to do crap if you don't want her to. I think that whole pleaser attitude, that's her manipulating.
It's been proven that she's easily manipulated by her mother.
Yeah, she didn't strike me as manipulated. And I know she told her, one thing I know is that she told her mom one story, but when I had her, we had another understanding. Cut the crap. And then she laid some stuff out with me that would just embarrass the hell out of her. Like stuff you don't want to say about yourself that she admitted to me that we're not complimenting to her. Right? But her mom wasn't in the room, so I let her do that. I gave her respect. But she said things that weren't nice about herself. And that's when you know someone's being genuine. Because they cut the shit and they just say it like it is. Right? Because it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to put it on the table. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off or jumping in a cold pool. You just got to go for it or you'll be tiptoeing all day long. And we can tiptoe, Jonathan, all day long.
It's nothing to tiptoe about.
I don't want to tiptoe. And I'm telling you right now, she said things that we're not complimenting.
I understand that.
And she was very descriptive and very clear. And we discussed the diary, and she was clear about the diary. And she said, Ayana's a jealous girl. She is jealous. Who was she jealous of? And she was real clear. She was jealous of you. I mean, one word from you, one Snapchat from you, and she's in a tailspin. And that's, you know what? As a female, I can tell you that's what first loves do. They're your most deep love of all. I can tell you about my first love many, 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 many years ago. Now, it wasn't the love of my life. It was my first love, the most intense. That's when you're like crazy. Crazy love. You do anything for them. If they say hop in the car, you hop in the car. If they want to take you for a ride, you just go. If you want to just quit school and go live in New York, well, you'll just go do it because you're crazy in love and you're not even thinking rational. You know, it's like watching someone play house. Really. Now, I say that as an older woman, but I got to tell you, when I was her age, it would have made perfect sense. You fall in love and you think, oh, we're going to go get a house and set up shop. And I'm not even thinking about how we're going to make a living, or that I'm underage, or that I don't have my education. That's how crazy love is when you're crazy in love. You're very gullible. Okay? And she's gullible. She was gullible. And she was madly in love for over a year. Over a year.
I'm sorry.
And then I have DNA.
When Joseph, the older brother, decided to break the silence, Jonathan's entire plan collapsed. A painful betrayal, but also the beginning of the pursuit of justice.
We know. It's over. This is done. This is totally over.
No way this could happen. This happens every day.
Yeah.
You can sit there and sit there and go over this 1,000 times and keep saying no, no, no. But we know.
The DNA doesn't lie.
We know this happens. Okay? Your brother had too many details, and maybe you did walk through on the video chat or whatever. He knew things about the inside of that junkyard that he wouldn't know. He knew things about...
We'll stop part 1 here, but this is only the beginning. In part 2, shocking twists and hidden truths will be revealed. The smallest details, a bridge, a scrapyard, a phone thrown into the river fit together in chilling ways, exposing Jonathan's lies as meaningless. Don't miss it. Click the link in the description to watch part 2 now.